Hi guys! I'm here to tell you about the tobacco industry and the startling statistics hidden behind the industry. Hopefully by the time my speech is through, you will reconsider smoking your next cigarette. Life is such a fragile thing. We live our lives every day, cautious to make it to the next day. We usually only think on a smaller scale, but we need to be thinking about the big picture. We want to have the longest lives possible, but with every inhalation of a cigarette, you are literally taking time off the clock. So really, what are we thinking when we casually light up smoke? Did you know that tobacco is the cause of 20% of the deaths in the United States? With there being roughly 325.7 million people in the U.S., that means about 16.3 million will have died from just tobacco alone. They don't even have to be a smoker to die from smoking. What do I mean by that? Well, according to the facts, 600,000 people a year die just from secondhand smoke alone. Another thing to think about? I want you to count to 5, and I'll count with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Someone just died from smoking. That happens every 4.5 seconds. Another thing, tobacco companies do not care about you. They don't care that they're killing you or your loved ones. All they care about is the money they're getting out of it. They won't notice your loved ones are gone. They won't even care. They will have someone new paying in their spot. Until they die, that is. If they cared, they would have never allowed for this product to come to life, to steal theirs. They have been quoted to say things like, quote, "We don't smoke that shit, we just sell it." Now, if they themselves won't even touch it, then why are they daring to sell it to us? It's disgusting and it's ludicrous. They've said other things as well that point to the fact that they are targeting our youth. They said, quote, "Cherry Skull is for somebody who likes the taste of candy, if you know what I'm saying," unquote. Clearly aimed at our youth. All I'm really trying to say is, which is obvious, is that your life will be dramatically better if you don't smoke. And those around you as well. I mean, tobacco is extremely expensive, costing roughly $9.30 per pack on average in Washington state. It's only going up too. Tobacco has had a price inflation of 5.68% per year since 2000. It's terrible for you too. Did you know that more than 16 million people are plagued by a disease which is tobacco related? Smoking is a huge contributor to numerous harmful body effects, such as cancers, strokes, disease, and death. And for every death of a tobacco user, there's 30 people that are living with a disease that is caused by preventable tobacco use. Tobacco even targets specific groups. They target our poor communities. They target racially. They even target our youth. Or our kids. I hate to even think about people being targeted. Especially our children. I myself have even fallen victim to their targeted advertising. Tobacco use is bad for those around you. So if you're a smoker, I just want you to think about those who are affected around you. And if you aren't, and you're around those people, you are being affected as well. Secondhand smoke is packed with over 7,000 chemicals, and at least 250 are known to be of harm. And not just the people we can see are affected either. Some people smoke while they're pregnant. Smoking during pregnancy or after pregnancy can cause low birth weight, problems with the placenta, meaning it causes issues with the oxygen and food source, birth defects like cleft lip, and even SIDS. And at least 69 of the chemicals in secondhand smoke are known to cause cancer. Cigarettes are packed full of chemicals like hydrogen cyanide, carbon monoxide, ammonia. Here are what those ingredients are for and what they do to your body when ingested. Hydrogen cyanide, typically used to make products like paper, fabric, plastic, and pesticides, but also found in your cigarettes. It stops the cells in the body from producing oxygen, therefore dying. Exposure to it can cause serious illness or death. Number 2, carbon monoxide. Prevents oxygen to reach the red blood cells, making it harder for your brain, heart, and other organs from receiving oxygen. Number 3, ammonia. It's typically used in cleaning products and fertilizers, and it's used to kickstart the addiction process, which means new smokers are more easily susceptible to addiction. To conclude, tobacco should honestly be illegal. I'm not sure why it is, unless it's population control, which if it is, it's sad. Just consider these things when you think about smoking your next cigarette. Unless I've persuaded you that you and your own life are much more important than a brief moment of pleasure. You can be a hero. You can save lives by not smoking. You can even save your own. The tobacco companies are the villain in this whole thing. You want to live a long life without disease or death, and you and your family know could have been prevented. You should have a voice in this whole thing. Tobacco companies, on the other hand, don't want to hear it. Sadly, and a lot of people are plagued by cancer to their voice box, leaving them with nothing to say. The tobacco company, that is. I feel so bad that so many people have had these horrible things happen, all by a company that doesn't even care. By not smoking, you're being a good example to the future generation, or even your kids, aka the next chapter of what's to come after us. And I get it. Life's rough sometimes, but smoking doesn't fix a thing. You don't want to make life worse in the long run by smoking the whole time you're stressing out. You don't want your story to be cut short from all its glory due to some stupid cigarette. You, your friends, your family, and everyone around you will be thankful. Thankful they don't have to be around it. Thankful they don't have the temptation of it around. And more importantly, thankful that they will have you around for years to come as well as themselves. Thank you for listening.